Hi guys, Quinn here for GadgetGuy.com.au. So I'm here at the Mobile World Congress and we've been invited onto the Motorola stand to take a look at a very, very cutting edge new screen technology that's going to be appearing on mobile phones in the future. Also, we're going to learn about how Motorola and Lenovo are teaming up for a new business class phone. So let's take a look. So creating quite a buzz on the Motorola stand is the new ThinkPhone. So this phone is actually designed to work with the Lenovo ThinkPad range. And really what it does is it brings IT managers that extra trust and the reliability expectations that they're used to with the ThinkPad, only now you get it on a phone. So what I love is the actual style of this phone, and it is designed to look like the ThinkPad range. It's got beautiful real carbon fiber on the back, making it lightweight and quite robust. And also, I think it just looks pretty cool this way. So the standout technology is to create a strong integration between the laptops and the phone itself so it can share features. For example, you can take a photo on the phone and then have that appear on the laptop and maybe paste that into an email message. Also, you can actually customize the use of the special button on the ThinkPhone. And what that does is it allows you to either quick launch an app of your choice, say for example, Microsoft Teams, or if you double click it, it will open up the integration features so it can initiate something like, for example, using the ThinkPhone as your web camera. So right now I'm using the ThinkPhone's camera instead of the laptop's web camera, but it's sending that to the screen. And this gives us the benefit of being able to use the wide lens on the phone to give us more people in the shot at once. And also it even has face tracking. So we're taking advantage of some of the camera's advanced capabilities. So the ThinkPhone can share information with the ThinkPad devices, and that helps save you time. So for example, there's unified messaging where your messages will appear on the ThinkPad screen. Also, you can make calls from the laptop through the phone, and you can also drag and drop files between the devices as well. So the ThinkPhone has all the capabilities you'd expect from Motorola. So it has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor inside, a 6.6-inch OLED screen, Wi-Fi 6E, as well as a large 500 milliamp battery for all-day battery life. Well, hey guys, we have an exclusive view about how the future of phones is going to look. So we're here with Motorola and we actually have our hands on its new rollable phone. So this is what it looks like, but it looks like a normal phone right now. But what's amazing is that it actually extends the phone to make it longer, and then it can actually roll back inside itself to make it smaller. So let's take a look at how it actually works. So the actual screen itself starts here and it actually rolls all the way around to the other side of the phone. That's the amazing technology that rollable screens can do. So what happens is it'll extend outwards and that will give you a 22:9 aspect ratio. Or when you look at it in compact mode like this, it's a 15:9 aspect ratio. But let's see how it looks when you're watching a movie. So I'm gonna open up YouTube and you can see that the movie is at its normal size here. But when I turn the phone sideways, it will extend outwards to give you that full 22:9 aspect ratio length. And when you're done watching the movie, you just rotate it back and the phone will actually retract back down to its normal size here, just like that. So I actually love the fact that a longer screen means you can actually fit more on it. And that's really handy when you're doing something like browsing your mail. So with this example, we're using Gmail and you can see the list of your emails here, but if you want to see more of them, you can just extend the length of the screen. So now you can see how many emails you actually have to read here. And if you want to compose an email, you can also just tap in and then you can actually have your keyboard appear or disappear when you want to see it and when you don't. So because the screen folds around to the other side of the phone, it gives you all kinds of interesting photo options. So I can engage the camera by using Motorola's gesture, a twist of the wrist, and that opens up the camera where I can use the rear-facing camera, or I can switch around to the selfie camera and it will actually extend the screen downwards to reveal the front-facing camera. Or I can even turn it around and when I'm doing a selfie, I can see what I look like from the other side. So what's cool about having this long single display is it actually can function as two displays. So when I want to set the phone down on its other side, you can actually use the extended part of the display as a notification screen, and it can shine notifications when you need them, just giving you information at a glance.
So we've gone through a tremendous period of growth over the last 12 months. Motorola is synonymous and it's a household name, and we go back to the early 2000s with the original Motorola Razr. Nowadays we've got a new Razr product, a new foldable product that is really starting to gain some momentum in the Australian marketplace. And consumers are really impressed with the quality of product that we do deliver. We're seeing a lot of positive feedback from our partners as a result, and growth has followed. There's definitely a lot of nostalgia with the Motorola brand, and the Motorola Batwing is synonymous, and the Hello Moto tagline is really kind of popular. So we've been able to leverage those two things, and that's really been able to help us deliver that growth in the Australian market. On the stand today, you'll also see the new Rollable proof of trial concept. So that Rollable concept phone actually has a rolling screen as opposed to a folding screen, and that's really where innovation is heading to demonstrate some of the new and exciting technology that's coming. From a media consumption perspective, obviously, having a much larger display allows you to consume more content. Having the foldable form factor allows you to consume that content on a larger display and then fold the screen in half when you're not using it to consume that content. So you do get that flexibility. ThinkPhone by Motorola is our first real step into that enterprise grade and leveraging the brand, the Think brand that Lenovo is so well known for. ThinkPhone by Motorola actually gives us the ability to engage with that enterprise segment and have that handset and the laptop work very seamlessly together using Think to Think and Ready for technology. So there's a lot of deep integration happening with both the ThinkPhone and the ThinkPad itself. There's a really exciting portfolio of product that we've got planned for our consumers in 2023. And you'll have to stay tuned to see some of those exciting new products. Some of them are on display here at MWC, but there's a lot of other new and exciting products that we're really excited about. We can't go into too much detail today, but stay tuned.
Well, there we have it. I think what we've seen on the stand here today is how Motorola is invigorating the brand, as well as thinking differently about how to tackle tomorrow's challenges, as well as coming up with some fantastic business solutions today.